Hi, my name's Jemma, and what we're going to make today is a telescope and a pirate map. So what you will need to make the telescope is a tube, a cardboard tube, and that could be a crisp tube like mine, or it could be a kitchen roll or a toilet roll or whatever you have to hand. You can decorate that with some paper, or you can paint it. So you can use paper to decorate or paints. I'd use acrylic paints because they will stick to the surface better. If you're using paints, you'll need a paintbrush. You will also need decorations, some double-sided sticky tape. If you don't have double-sided sticky tape, glue's fine. It just takes a bit longer to dry. And I have some special glue dots as well. Again, you can use glue. For the treasure map, you will need some paper, a tea bag and some water, and some pens as well. Now I've chosen a crisp tube, but you can use kitchen roll, toilet roll, or anything you like. And what you need to do is you need to cut the end off to start off with, so we can see right the way through. Okay, get an adult to help you out with that one. I'm going to keep this little plastic bit at the end, from the end, and we'll use that in a second. So the first thing to do with your tube is to either decorate it with paper, so we're covering up the pattern, or you can paint, whichever you prefer. So I'm going to use paper. What I'm going to do is just add a bit of glue here onto my tube. There we go, like so. And I'm going to stick the piece of paper around the tube. Okay, then I'm going to decorate with some silver card. So what I've used on the back of this silver card is double-sided tape. You just peel off the other side and it becomes sticky. I'm going to put that round the edge. Now if you don't have access to double-sided tape, you can always use glue. It just takes a bit longer to dry. And then I'm going to stick that down that side there to cover up the seam of the paper. Just cut the end off like so. Okay, so that's starting to look a bit better. I'm then going to take the plastic bit at the end and I'm going to use Sharpies, okay, so permanent markers, because they will stick to the plastic. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a picture of an island on the bottom. I'm going to start off and just quickly trace out how big it's going to be, and then start adding some different colours. And I'm going to add some green for the leaves of the palm tree. And these pens will dry so that it won't rub off on the plastic. Let's add some sea on there. There we go. So that just pops on the end. And then it is up to you how you decorate your telescope. So I've used on this one, there we go, I've used on this one lots and lots of different coloured gems, which I've stuck on with glue. And I've also stuck some stamps on there as well, because I like to think that my pirate has travelled. So you can use anything to decorate. Again, stick on with glue, might take a while, or you can use what's called glue dots. These are quite fiddly, very fiddly in fact. So fiddly, I can't find one. There we are. They're also clear as well, so they're quite hard to find. So what you do is you use the glue dot, you stick it to the back of your item, pull off the plastic, and then that makes it sticky. And then you can decorate. Okay. So moving on to the pirate map, you will need a piece of paper. Okay. Now what I've done with this paper is I've taken a tea bag and some water, and then you can just dip the tea bag in the water and make your paper look really old by staining it. Okay, and then in order for it to look even older, I've ripped around the edges. So it looks like old parchment paper. All right, so you need to think about what sort of things that you want to put on your pirate map. So I've got mountains, I've got a giant octopus, I've got a pirate ship and some sharks. So you can take a felt tip pen, draw out your island, and then plan your route. When you've got your route and your plan and your treasure map sorted and your X marks the spot, crumple up the paper and fold it out again, just to give it that bit of age. There we go.